every time we play them, we step our game up a little bit, and it seems to always be a knockdown, drag-out fight till the finish.
It's exciting, it's fun, it's intense. It's what college athletes need to obviously look forward to.
Well, this is my second year here, and coming from the guys last year, just always saying we have to be Mesa, we have to be Mesa. Feeling like if we want to get into that regional spot and go on, this is the team to beat.
Gets everybody geared up to compete, and it's always fun competing against them because they're a good club.
There's not a lot of love between us and them, not a lot of love between Grand Junction and Pueblo.
Well, it's always a competitive series, and I mean, we don't like them, they don't like us.
I think it's been a rivalry ever since we came into the RMAC. They're a good program, we're a good program, and it's going to be a great weekend of baseball.
We ended up beating them in the finals first year out in 1994 and won the conference. And that's kind of the way it started, because we came in with a new kid on the block, and they had been the champion for quite some time. And we beat them that year in 1994, our first year of baseball here, and then it started, and there we go, boy.
Back in the day, they would always win the league, and then when we came, we took it from them, and it's been back and forth.
Well, it's a great rivalry, number one. Every time you play Mesa, you gotta be 100% focused, and you gotta bring 100% of your game.
And the intensity obviously comes from some of the years that we've had, as far as some of the great games that we've had with them over the years. So
we gave them a beating early in the mid-90s and in the late 90s. We beat them up pretty good on the field, and yeah, they didn't like it, and their fans are pretty passionate. So there's some interesting stories there.
A couple games in 04, I remember the big Crawford kid. I was on the mound, I struck him out a few times in some big spots. He was a great hitter, so that was always a good memory. The last game I think collegiately I ever threw was against Mesa State in the tournament to knock them out and get to the championship game, so always good memories.
We had one up at their place, our shortstop and their catcher got tangled up at the dish, and benches left the seats and kind of met in the middle, and that was kind of wild, but that's just part of the rivalry.
Yeah, my sophomore year I hit a walk-off home run against them on a Friday night, so that would probably be my most memorable story against them. He got a picture of it and he framed it for me and everything, so I mean, I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life.
It was fun, things picked up, everything was a little bit more intense. We always knew we had to show up every game, every pitch when you play Mesa, because they're well coached, they always have great players, and it's two teams that are a lot alike going at each other, so it's a fun memory.
Late 90s, mid 90s even, there were some tough fans there. I remember guys getting things thrown at them, and because they didn't like losing to us.
while the rivalry is about getting to the national tournament, what it does, if you're going to get there and get to the World Series, if you're going to get to Cary, you got to beat the best.
You bring it, man. You got to find a way to wake up in the morning and focus 100%, because you're going to have to. Because if you don't, you're going to get beat.
It's a great rivalry. Two of the best teams in the conference, year in and year out. Two of the best teams in the region. Two teams that are always hungry each year to make a postseason run and get to a World Series. So it's a good measuring point. It's a good rivalry. It should be a good series.
I guess from what I've heard, basically it's the biggest rivalry basically in the RMAC. So I feel like, once again, if we could beat these guys this weekend, we're going to position ourselves just fine.
You think about it all year, and when it's finally there, it's like Christmas morning, and it's why you play baseball for a series like this. So
They're good. We like to think that we're good, and so rivalries are always fun, and this is one of the best rivalries they've had as far as the sport in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference over the years.
I remember watching games and just how good the baseball is against the two teams. The intensity goes up, everything goes up when us and Mesa play against each other. And hearing some of the stories, there's been some really good games in this series, so it'll be a fun weekend.